Hello, my dear students. How are you? I think you are so well by the grace of Allah. Today, I am here, your English teacher, Muhammad Salihuddin, senior teacher of Dhaka Shiksha School and College, to take a class about English grammar of English second paper. Today, I like to discuss about right form of verbs, my dear students. In our last classes, we talked about some rules of right form of verbs. Today, I like to show you how the question may be set in the exam about right form of verbs. So, get ready, my dear students. Right form of verbs may be set in the exam according to passage or in sentences. You may be given a passage or you may be given some sentences. In two ways, right form of verbs may be given. So, I think if you know the rules, you will have no problems about right form of verbs. Now, I will show you how the passage may be given in right form of verbs. So, listen carefully. Question number 6, the topic is right form of verbs, and here the question is in this way: fill in the gaps with the right forms of verbs in the brackets. There is a passage, and in the passages there are some gaps about verbs in sentences. So, fill in the gaps with the right forms of verbs in the brackets. Questions A and B. Look, dear students, A and B. Questions A and B have special instructions in the brackets for the use of verbs. Questions A and B have special instructions, mean there may have some direction. You can look: bubble gap, leave. Here verb will be used leave, but there is a special instruction leave in the past form. So, you have to use the verb leave in the past form. A and B have special instructions in the brackets for the use of verbs, and other brackets you have to use the right form of verbs according to the rules you practiced with us. So, dear students, for this type of right form of verbs, you have to read the passage very carefully, and you have to have the meaning of the passage if you can. So, Babul lived in the past form in a village of Bangladesh. He was a school boy. There used to be a canal on his way to school, an old bridge be over that canal. It be useful to one and all of the villagers, yet none gap for its repair. So one day it down and caused a good deal of hardship to the villagers. Babul be in difficulty. This is the passage. Dear students, if you are given a passage, then you have to read the passage very carefully and try to guess the meaning of the passage. We have learned that the passage is in the past tense or past form. That's why you have to choose the verbs in the brackets about past form or V2 form or past tense. So let's start about our today's right form verbs of a passage. Bubble. Live in the past form. So here you have to write lived because there is a special instruction in the bracket live in the past form, so you can't write it in present or in future. In a village of Bangladesh, he was a school boy. There, use to be verb. You have to use to be verb. I told you to be verb means am is are for the present tense, was and were for the past tense. So the passage is about past incident. That's why we have to use was or were because there is a singular subject. That's why we have to use was. There was a canal on his way to school. An old bridge, be. So you have to use past form was over that canal. It, be. Of course you have to use was or were, and it singular. That's why you have to use was. It was useful to one and to all of the villagers, yet none. Though it is in the first form, you have to use the V2 form cared. Cared for its repair. So one day it, the past form of break would be what? Broke down. So one day it broke down and past form was caused. So one day it broke down and caused a good deal of hardship of the villagers. Babul, beaver, Babul was in difficulty. Dear students, this is the passage of right form of verbs. I think if you are given a passage, then you need not copy the passage in your script, only write the answers serially. For this passage, you have to only write the capital or the small letters which are given in the passage. Here small letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Only you will write these letters and only you will have to write the correct answer. Number A, lived. Number B, was. Number C, was. Number D, was. Number E, cared. Number F, broke. Number G, caused. And number B, was. You have to write only the answers. My dear students, in MCQ exam, you will have 4 options. You will have 4 options. I think you have to choose the right form of verbs from A, B or C or D. Then it will be easy also for you. I think you will also get full marks in right form of verbs. In our coming second online evaluation, there are 2 topics of grammar, right form of verbs and also substitution table. Dear students, I think if you are given substitution table, then you have to only make 4 or 5 sentences. I think it will be very easy for making sentences. You have to clue all the clues of the substitution table, and I think it will be very easy about right substitution table. And also if you are given write from a verbs in single sentences or detached sentences, I think it will also be very easy for you. Dear students, there is another topic, email. So from your book, you have to practice the emails which are for our second evaluation, online evaluation. I think if you practice from your book attentively, regularly, I think it will be very easy for you. So last of all, I like to advise you that the rules right from verbs are not so difficult. If you practice exercises, if you try to try to understand their meaning, then I think it will be very easy and it will be very favorable for you for getting marks. So I like to advise you, don't have any anxious about writing of verbs or substitution table for the coming second online evaluation. I think you will have full marks in this type of grammar. Thank you, my dear students.